best.
Today I have chosen a very different topic. I know it would be difficult for you to answer also because some of there are good dancers and some of there are not good dancers. But we will try to collect some good questions and we're going to answer it. It would be a dancing way for answering also the questions. So today's topic is when in doubt, dance it out. So whenever you are in doubt, so dance it out. My first question would be to Tracy. What do you feel about dance and how can you explain the dance in your words?
Master, what do I feel about dance? I think that dancing is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun and when no one's around and can't see how terrible you are at it. I don't typically dance or go to dance clubs or things like that. When I used to go to concerts and see the Grateful Dead and those types of bands, it was a lot of fun to kind of boogie there. But there was a lot of people and they weren't paying any attention to me, so it was still a lot of fun. But it's very enjoyable when music is right.
So dance is a fun. So my question is regarding fun to Brent only. You have children. Did you have ever tried to teach any dance to your children? And any funny movement have you seen or experienced in your life?
Round table topics, master. Yes. It started with a vacation I took to Canada, and I spent all my time at this lake in Canada. And it was a beautiful lake, and there were swans, and it was nice. I spent all my time. My mom actually complained I spent too much time. Now, the reason why I spent so much time there was, it was really my mom's fault. Because out of punishment, she took me to the ballet. And we went to this ballet, and I was unhappy to go to the ballet. I mean, geez Louise, any self-respecting 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, whatever age I was, when I went, if he could play baseball, why is he going to the ballet? So I was pretty bummed out. So I go to this ballet, the curtain's open, and for some reason I was captivated by the ballerinas, go figure. And afterwards my mom was like, oh, how do you like it? And I was sulking because I needed to show my mom that I was being punished and that I shouldn't be punished anymore by having to go to the ballet. But if I really answered honestly, it'd be like, I didn't really like the music, I didn't really like the pageantry, I didn't really like the dancing, but boy, those ballerinas were beautiful. The name of that ballet was called Swan Lake.
Ooh.
And it was about these ballerinas, a princess ballerina and her fair maiden ballerinas, and how an evil sorcerer turned them into swans. And they would be swans during the day, but under nightfall, they would become ballerinas and dance around the lake. So I spent all my time at the lake as this kid, hoping that these swans would turn into ballerinas. Now, I went to St. Petersburg, Russia, just this past summer. And I took my wife, my daughter, and my son to see, well, Swan Lake. It's a Tchaikovsky ballet. So, you know, Russian, hey, makes sense, right? So we go see the ballet, and afterwards I say to my son, you know what? Swans really don't turn into ballerinas. He rolls his eyes. No duh, Dad. And he looks at me and goes, who the heck would believe that? I said to him, oh, you'd be surprised.
Experience. So we have known as being a dancer or not being a dancer, we know different forms of dance. So my question is to Linda, do you know any form of dance and would you like to teach people that dance form?
Thank you, Ronica. Fellow Toastmasters, do I know dance? Yes, I used to compete in West Coast swing, ballroom dancing, and country two-step. So name it and I can teach it. And the one thing that reminded me that I'm really good at last Friday night when Alan and I went dancing, don't tell Alan I said that, anyway, was that I can follow a guy's lead if he is a good leader. In fact, I even complimented the teacher because this instructor asked me to do this dance that I had no idea, I never learned it. And I actually told him, I don't know if I can do this. It's a Latin dance. I don't even remember the name of it. But he asked me to do it. And I'm like, okay, I'll dance with you. I'll do it. And he was such a good leader that I followed him. I had no idea what I did. It's kind of like a cha-cha, but it's not. I can't remember the name of the dance, but he was such a good leader. I could tell exactly what he wanted me to do. When he wanted me to go back, side, spin, whatever. I knew exactly what he wanted to do. So as long as a guy is a good leader, he could dance with anybody, and we as women should be able to follow. Because all you have to do is follow from the center and give him as much pressure as he gives you. So I love ballroom dancing. I've never really liked that high school dancing bebop stuff. That didn't do much for me. I went to a couple dances when I was in school, but I didn't really have fun until I started going country dancing and West Coast swing and ballroom dancing. So those are my dances. I love it, and it makes me feel really good when an instructor tells me I am a good follower. And now, last weekend, I reminded myself that I am a good follower.
That was a great experience. So we know that a ball is a very important dance form. So my question is to Kamalika that how many forms you know and which are the best forms in the world would you rate?
Thank you, Madam Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters. I know of several dance forms. Let me talk a little bit about the Indian dance forms. Most of them originated in temples. Most of them are tied to homage. It serves God. They're all related to something religious, except for one which originated in the northern part of India, originated in the courts of the kings. Now, when you look at what dance forms are the best, I think I'm very guided by the music. I'm very, very interested in the Latin dance forms, flamenco, pasodobles, the Argentinian tango is very, very beautiful to look at. My husband is a trained dancer. And a very funny incident is that my father-in-law, for some reason, thinks dancing is not for men. So each time my father-in-law would call, my husband would be at his dance practice. And I would just pick up the phone and say, he went dancing. And his reaction would be, what's he dancing for? Do you not have anything at home to do? So we decided on a code word. The dancing school, Arthur Murray, was right next to a Trader Joe's. So I would say, he went to Trader Joe's. I wouldn't quite feel so much as a liar. And my father-in-law was good. Finally, he's helping you with shopping. But when we do go to Argentina, I think my husband's goal is to go to Argentina and actually see the Argentinian tango in action. I look forward to it. I think it's a very beautiful dance form, and it's done in a very fluid way. It invokes a lot of imagery. And I really, really like it, but it's very hard for me to say which dance form is the best because it depends on the dance, it depends on the moment. Madam, favorite topics master.
We all love to dance and we copy someone. So my question is to David that do you have copied any movie star during dancing and which movie star do you like?
Okay, so I think the question was movie stars and dancing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, first off, I'll tell you, I am like the worst dancer. I hate dancing. Ever since I've been a little kid, it's just something I never did. All the high school dances or junior high dances, grade school dances, I never really participated. I was pretty much the guy just hanging out with his buddies, looking at the girls at the dance, but not dancing. So I never really participated in dance. Not something I did. And yeah, my wife made me go to, before our wedding, my wife had me go to Arthur Murray so that we could take some pre-wedding, premarital dance courses just for like the 1 minute, 2 minute dance that you do at the ceremony. So that's how bad I am at dancing. I don't really know about movie stars. I mean, I've seen Footloose. That's a pretty good movie. So Kevin Bacon seems like he's a decent dancer. What's the other dancing movie with Patrick Swayze?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing, that's a good one. All the girls like that movie too. My wife likes that movie. But yeah, I don't know. It's not my topic, not my thing.
So start learning dance, at least you know about something dancing.
Yeah.
If you don't like still.
Right.
Okay, my question is to Joy. Which is the most romantic dance you have did with your partner?
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Most romantic dance. I don't really know that I can answer that. But I do love dancing. I started dancing when I was 4 years old. I had weak ankles, and our doctor advised my parents to give me tap dancing lessons to strengthen my ankles. So for the next 7 years, I took tap dancing lessons, and I loved that. I had a ball with it. Then when I got older, I got into square dancing and had some training in ballroom dancing in junior high and high school. Loved that. In college, I belonged to an organization that used to have dances about once a month, and I really enjoyed those. I haven't done any dancing in a good many years, except for dancing my shopping cart down the aisle. But I feel the music. Any music that has a good beat makes me feel like dancing. I can't dance for very long without getting out of breath and worn out anymore. And my husband didn't dance, so I didn't do much dancing after I met him. But I really thoroughly enjoyed dancing, and I still, at my church, we gather in a circle at the end of the service. We hold hands and we sing different songs, and one of the songs is Dance with the Spirit early in the morning. How can anybody stand still while you're singing that? So I'm Dance with the Spirit early in the morning. And I don't care whether anybody else notices or not. There actually is another woman who also likes to dance too. So I love the feel of dancing, but I can't do much of it anymore. But I still have good memories, and I still want to move to the music when it has a good beat.
That was a very awesome experience. So, Tom, do you think dance is a good sport?
Not many people realize that I'm an old song and dance man, although I really wasn't, but that's what they considered my presentations to be. In fact, somebody had put up a really well-drawn cartoon that had me with the top hat and the cane. And he said, "Come to Tom Riley's presentation, it's gonna be a great song and dance." But I tried to add a little pizzazz to my presentations to make them a little bit more interesting, have fun. Dancing is something just primordial. I mean, if you look at all the natives, whenever they go to Africa or South America or the Andes, or find Aboriginal peoples in the middle of, let's say, Australia, everybody has a dance. Native Americans in the United States, they always would express their history or their traditions or whatever through dance. And the people who've really brought it up to a tremendous level is, I think, probably Michael Jackson. If you've ever seen some of the clips from him doing a moonwalk and doing all the other things he did, and just the way his body was so incredible. Now, it turns out that it was mentioned that Kevin Bacon was a pretty good dancer. He's actually a terrible dancer, but what they did was they put the clips of him, just in various angles. And if you notice when you go back and look at Dirty or Flashdance, that they just have little snippets of him doing things. So he can do that one move pretty well because he's done it so many times. But Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze, that was real dancing. And
Yes.
any clip you had with Fred Astaire, with Audrey Hepburn, or with any of the gals and any of the other, it was Yankee Doodle Dandy, the guy come down the steps. I mean, there were some fabulous dancers. So it's a way that we express emotion and that we express our heritage or whatever. Sometimes, if I've had enough to drink, I've been told I'm pretty good. Not when I'm sober. So, anyway.
So that was a very good experience on dance and good definition too. So my question is to Vishwanath that you dance very terrible, I know that. So, so would you like to take lessons from me of dancing, and which form you would like to learn?
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmaster, I really say I'm not a dancer. I also don't want to learn dancing. I'm a dance watcher. I really love to watch dance when my wife dances. The one thing when I dance, that is in the marriage party in India, what happens in north side or in our side, when the groom go for marriage to the bride's house, so everyone dance with the music and then we go to the bride's house to take the bride. So that time many friends gather and it can be any form of dance. No one watches, even though it's recorded, but no one cares. Everyone would love to dance. So that is the one form of dance I learned till now. Okay, I don't have any interest to learn any more form of dance because I know dance is very difficult. Thank you.
Okay, that was a very fun experience about you, I know that. So dance is something we should learn at least. If we are not having interest, just have something to watch even. You will feel the mind fresh. Music relates to dance and dance cannot incomplete without music. Thank you.